Hi everyone, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you some good things that you can do to practice your handstands. If you guys know me or if you've been following me for a long time, you know that I'm obsessed with handstands, and it took me a very long time to get where I am today. I have a really bad problem with bending my elbows, so if you have that same problem, this is going to help you. I just have some drills to show you, and then also just have like a booty band, and this is actually perfect to be able to put around your arms as you're practicing your handstands and even practicing down dog and jumping forward, because that's where you kind of bend the elbows and the band helps to like keep them tight, and it also shows you when you bend your elbows because you feel the tension. So without further ado, let's get into it. Okay, so just to begin, we're going to warm up our wrists and warm up our shoulders, because a lot of the handstands is in the shoulder flexibility. So just come to your space, let's close our eyes, planting the hands beside you, feel nice and grounded. And begin to close your eyes and visualize yourself doing the perfect handstand. So whether you already do handstands or you're just getting into them, it's really good to visualize yourself doing it and believing that you can do it, because it's all a mind game. For me, press handstands used to be very difficult and still are difficult sometimes. I go back and forth, but as soon as I tell myself I can do it, I do it. So it's just about telling yourself that you can and visualizing it and being positive when you think about it. So close your eyes, visualize yourself doing that handstand, that beautiful shape, holding it, that amazing feeling of being upside down. And let's breathe into that. Reminding yourself this is a positive experience and a positive practice. All right, let's make big arm circles. So let's circle our arms back a few times, starting off kind of slow. And it really helps to push your palms away, because that's kind of like the feeling of when you're handstanding on the ground. So push them away as you do these circles. Whew. Let's circle them forward. Nice. Now let's just push forward. You can clasp the hands and round yourself. And then let's press the palms away and arch. Again, bring the palms forward, round. And arch the hands, arch the back. Last time. Good. Whew. Let's take the bind behind the back, clasp the hands, open up your heart. Okay, keeping your chin neutral, let's look to the left and to the right. Back and forth. Nice. All right, take the thumbs underneath your chin. Look up. Stretching the front of your throat. And then take the hands behind your neck and stretch the back of your neck. Nice. Okay, coming forward onto the mat, sitting back into child's pose. So this is already getting into the shoulders. It's already aligning your spine, relaxing your nerves. Nice. Okay, we're coming into puppy pose. So the hips are going to be right over the knees and you're reaching your hands forward. You can use blocks here if you have them to elevate the hands to drop into the shoulders even more. So this is all into the shoulders, into the back flexibility. Let's focus on the shoulders. If you want to make it a little harder, you can lift onto the fingertips and then drop down. So it's kind of like mini blocks. Good. All right, rolling forward. Cobra. Let's just hold, breathe for a moment, look right and left. And then coming to forearm plank. All right, already getting into some drills. Let's walk the feet all the way up, so you're into dolphin. And then walk the feet back. This time, walk the forearms back to dolphin, and then walk them back. Let's go back and forth a couple more times. So toes forward, toes back, forearms back, and forearms forward. Nice. So a lot of handstands are core strength, glute strength, so let's squeeze the glutes, squeeze the core. Holding static forearm plank. And drop the knees, push it back to child's pose. Okay, let's warm up the wrists and then we'll get right into it. So coming to hands and knees. You can flip the palms right away. Whatever feels good for you, just kind of flip the hands every way that they can here in all fours. Make circles, moving through your cat and cow, warming up the spine. Always make it fun so you look forward to warming up, because if you just throw it into your handstands, you can injure yourself. And of course, that's when we bend the elbows the most and use bad form. Okay, so once you feel like your wrists are nice and ready, right away, grab a band. Hopefully you have one at home. It doesn't have to be a booty band. It can just be a normal band that you can wrap around. Whatever's gonna help keep your elbows from bending. So the first drill, we're going to push our hips up to down dog. The band's gonna be in the way for you to put your head down, so just look towards the thumbs. And from here, we're just going to practice floating to the top of the mat. So I always tell my students that before doing handstands, you have to be comfortable with jumping and floating, to the top, and that really helps you get your hips over and more comfortable and less afraid to fall. Always remember, if you're gonna fall, don't roll, try to cartwheel out. If you jump forward, you're gonna fall, cartwheel to the side. Okay, so let's just take 5 floats to the top. So look forward, tippy toes, bend the knees, and float or hop. You can either bend your knees or keep them straight. So here, straight leg. And you already notice, because you feel the tension if you start to bend your elbows. So this is a good way to just be more observant and really try to lock out those elbows. Your biceps are facing forward and your triceps are facing back. Don't have it the other way around. Okay, let's do a couple more. Okay, so if you hold it see, my elbows are bending, and that's when I can begin to fall. So as you can see, I still have the elbow issue. So it's really fun to do this. And normally my hands are a little wider, so this actually makes it fun to practice like more narrow handstands. Okay, releasing the bind. Now, let's just do it a few times without the band just to see what it did and like if you bend them. Whew. All right, let's just take a forward fold. Coming to the top of the mat. Let's take our feet hips width distance. Dropping for ragdoll, so take opposite elbows. Just take a break for a moment. Good. Instead of practicing the floating to handstand, we're going to grab the band again, and we're just going to practice jumping into it. So if you don't have your handstand, like in my other videos on my channel, I show like practice drills with the wall. So if you want to put the mat next to a wall, grab the band, you can still do the handstands against the wall with the band, and it still helps a lot. So wherever you are, if you're going to do it off the wall or on the wall, go to your place and let's try it. Remember, back to basics. We're opening up our fingers really wide. Okay, you want to try to make spider fingers with the fingers, because that is your brakes. So if you go forward too much, you can really pull into the mat and do those spider fingers, and it forces you to come back to center. So really practice that. Get that feeling. I know it's kind of funky at first. It might feel weird, but you have to strengthen the fingers to really have a strong handstand. So let's go ahead and start. Okay, coming up, you want to be nice and close. As long as your hamstrings are flexible, you want to be right over your wrists, okay? Get into the spider fingers, biceps forward, triceps back. Cat pose, so we're pushing through because a lot of times we arch the back. We don't want to arch the back. Okay, we're in cat pose. You're going to put one leg up, okay, and then bend the bottom leg and jump. Okay, do a few handstand hops. Try to get that float. And once you do, see I'm using my fingers to pull myself back. I can do this shape. This is my favorite shape to do when I'm upside down, because I feel like you're closer to the floor, so it's easier with the gravity. Woo, okay. Come down, shake it out. Nice. All right, how did that one feel? Comment below if you are practicing and it felt better, or if these tips helped you. I'm gonna do a couple more. Also, another way to practice keeping the elbows closed, you can also practice Pincha with the band. So I'll do a quick Pincha and then I'll go back to another handstand. But this is your playtime, so I hope that you guys are having fun. But with Pincha, again, because the elbows tend to slide out and that's when you fall or your face gets too low to the ground. So it's good to keep your elbows hip or shoulder width distance, and the band helps keep that. So here we are, going up. So I'm gonna bring my hands a little closer, but at least my elbows are nice and beneath my shoulders. Sorry, it's the morning here. I'm a little tired. Okay. So again, dolphin push-up or dolphin pose, just like how we started. You're gonna come forward, one leg up, bend the knee, kick. Nice. And see, notice how my elbows are nice and underneath the shoulders. So I'm able to really push through the elbows. Coming down. Child's pose. All right. It's also harder with the band because it really forces you to keep it nice and close. Another type of handstand to practice while using your band is press. So like I said, my mind plays tricks on me with press. Sometimes I feel like I can't do it, then I can. So let's see what I can do. Okay, so I tend to bend my elbows a lot in my presses, so this is going to force me to not bend them. Okay, here we go. So I'm coming into a nice wide-legged forward fold. First taking this, because as long as your hamstrings are nice and open, your hips are open, it helps the press be easier. Okay, here we go. Leaning forward, tippy toes. Ooh, nice, I did it. Yay! Actually, it felt easier to press with the band because it really forced me to keep them from not bending. I'm gonna do that again from a different angle. Okay. Woo! And I cartwheeled out. Okay, so as you noticed, that second one, I was bending my elbows, which caused me to fall. But overall, I really feel like this helps practice, and then once I go to do it without it, I feel like, you know, I'm already used to it not bending. So anyways, that was the end of this video. I hope you guys liked it. Let me know below if you want more tips on handstands and inversions, since it is my specialty. If you go to my Instagram, Melspirations, you'll see I'm always doing handstands. But anyways, make sure to give the video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye. Mwah.